But sometimes the other way you understand that you're moving in purpose is because you're really triggered by something. In the last video, I talked to you briefly about an event where I had an encounter with a little K kingdom business while I was trying hard to be a capital K kingdom business. And the encounter with this self-serving shuttle driver greatly irritated me. I was probably hangry, but long after I ate, I was still in a bad mood. And so, of course, I was praying about that off and on when I, kind of get over my anger. And you have to understand that I am not a guy that gets angry very often. Like, my kids know if I am angry, there is something really big going on. Like, it's something really wrong, because I just don't, if I'm triggered, it's something deep. My wife, Long Island Irish Catholic, she can go from 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds, but then she'll calm down almost equally as quickly when that thing's been worked through and processed. Whereas I get triggered, when I do get triggered, it's usually something very deep. And so I know that I have to go pray about that. What is this deep thing, Lord, that's really bothering me? Because clearly it's not just this incident, it's something much deeper. And as I woke up the next morning, still in a sour mood, the self-serving mentality of this shuttle driver who said one thing and did another without any regard or concern for the consequences or impact on his customer. All that selfish, self-serving attitude really triggered me. And as I was praying through it, the Lord kind of showed me that, this call to kingdom business is real. Like, here's another indicator. If you need more confirmation, more proof, not that I did, but here's just more proof that you're called to this kingdom business thing, that this is what I've purposed you for. And I started remembering back when I was 16, 15 years old, having a bad experience in a specific a national retail store. And I had a bad experience with them, and it really bothered me. And I never shopped there again. Now there's a grace component there. And that was long before I knew the Lord. But even before I knew the Lord, this event, this treatment I got from this company bothered me. And I guess that's what I'm here to tell you today. One way that you know your purpose from the Lord is often because it brings you joy. You have a great joy in doing this thing, and you can feel the joy of the Lord in it, and that's a clue that you're moving in purpose because of that joy and that just sense of fulfillment and accomplishment you get from this thing. And as long as that's a God thing and not a dysfunctional or codependent thing, then that's a real indication that you're moving in purpose. But sometimes the other way you understand that you're moving in purpose is because you're really triggered by something, like this deep thing, and it really triggers you. And as you process it, this passion that you have, your understanding of the injustice that's happened and how angry you get at that injustice, that is an indication that God's called you to do something about it. That's why you're passionate about it. That's why this injustice, in a myriad of injustices you could look at going on in our world, that's why this specific injustice has you so worked up. Because God's called you to do something about it. There's something in there that gives you a hint of the purpose that He has for you, the call He has on your life, probably the skills and the gifts and the training and the equipping that He's giving you so that you can do something about it if you're partnered with Him and you're taking it on with Him in partnership with God in righteousness and not just out of human emotion.